Today I went to Filipino town again, and I met how many people? I met two people today. It was interesting topic. I was just like wanted to. I don't know what to say, but it was cloudy today. I met a very old, I think like a grandpa, almost aged man, and he had a wife. Inside Red Ribbon, the Red Ribbon Bakery. I love that place, right? I did not go to Jollibee, but I went inside and the wife was so nice. The wife, because there's a small bakery where you're gonna sit. So they're like, hey, we're getting out. The wife came out of nowhere. It's like, hey, you're looking for a chair? No, first I went up to them. I'm like, hey, anybody sitting there? Like, yeah, my wife is there. So the wife saw me that I need to sit somewhere because I was the last customer standing up where I'm going to eat my pastry. I bought the mango pastry, by the way. It was really nice. And they're pretty affordable as well. The wife came up like, hey, we're leaving. You can sit down. And that's the time I wanted to speak to a Filipina. You know what I mean? It was just this thing. So what I'm gonna say. So I went up to the man. I'll say, listen, when is the right time to send remittance to Philippines? Is that the right time? And he was just confidently telling me that, hey, right now the peso is 59 point something peso, equal $1. But the research is saying that April is, I think, good. April time is good, but he's saying that the Filipino man, or older man, he's saying right now is the one because right now is Christmas time and dollar is strong. I'm like, and then the wife tried to listen our conversation, like, who is this guy? Try to talk to my husband. They do this. But the wife was going to the bathroom. But anyway, the long story is that when you ask a question to a Filipino, they try to open up. Nobody ran away today, by the way. They did not ran away. Actually, wait, no. One woman did ran away on the middle of a street a little bit because I wanted to ask her the same questions, but I was so damn bored. I don't know what to say at that time. So now I guess we got a nice hook line right here is, hey, when is the right time to send the remittance? And I think that's another very good way to start up a conversation with any Filipino. I think that's what I'm going to be doing next time. So they don't think like, oh, okay, well, he's professional. Okay, let's keep talking to him. He doesn't look Filipina. We'll just, I think he's not going to rob me. So before that, I went to a currency exchange and I was asking really at the middle of the line, I was like, hey, do you know if April is a good time? When is the lowest? No, I was trying to ask them, what's the best time to send it? And he said, there's being businessmen, they're trying to say every day it changes, which is not true. He just want business. There has to be a month or time that you can send it, all of them at the same time. But they don't want the currency exchange people, they wanted the commission at that time, so he don't want to answer me. So I asked two people these questions, and that was opening up a conversation. So you know what, maybe I should do this regularly so they don't get freaked out and they don't run away like, oh, who is this guy with a hair like this asking me this question? Maybe he's gonna rob me. Okay, that was good. But the main context here is that talking to that grandpa and his wife and everything, that was it feels so great just by talking to that inside Red Ribbon. This is not the first time I spoke. And it feels like home, even though it's not the home. You know what I mean? It's a very proxy feeling, but it was just like, man, and he looked good. He spoke so good, and he felt relaxed to talk to me. And then behind the counter people, even the women were like looking like, look, he's talking with one of us, something like that. So it was just very interesting. And then who else I spoke to? It was him. And then, I spoke to another lady today, another Filipino woman. She had she was older, a woman, but she was like fancied out. She was wearing she was like extra makeup, but she did her makeup really well. And she looked like kind of like a queen type of look. You know how the queen outfit they wear? Something like that. But this lady, same day, and I was like, hey, I literally went up to her and I'm like, hey, are you a government member? Something like that. And then she was like, oh, no. And I didn't want to ask her what she do for, but she was like, she looked like a makeup artist, so I just randomly started talking to her, and she was impressed, and she was watching me. If you start talking to Filipino one time, they're gonna watch you and follow you around the whole time. You're like, yo, what he wanted, why he started a conversation with me. So when I was ordering something from the counter, her eyes all on me. That's it. And behind the counter people are also nosy, like, oh look, he spoke to one of our people. So everybody's like, okay, all eyes on him. It's that type of situation. So it was interesting, but I felt good to talk to them. And today was extra dead on their town, Filipino town, because it was drizzling rain, and it was cold. But I needed to speak to somebody over there. And Jollibee, the thing is that the problem is, I know a lot of Filipinos agree with me with that, is that Jollibee has the highest social, and people go there to social. But the thing is, if you don't buy something, if I cannot eat oily burger, how I'm gonna socialize? I don't want to be those guy who gonna look like a homeless guy, just going there to sit down and talk to customer, because the counter people looks you around, and that area is like, they're gonna think like, okay, he's not one of us, he's not giving me sales, so what do you want here? That's how they can, because you don't know, there's also a lot of racist people there, so you gotta be a little tactical. And Jollibee, I don't want to eat anything oily there. So when you miss Filipino, you have to start up a small conversation. And as I advance, because I'm like 100 step ahead, I'm like almost like AI level. If you really miss a culture anywhere, Indonesia, Philippines, Thailand, even though that country and you have nothing to do with anything, what you can do, you can go to their town and you can ask them technical questions, or you can ask them something unique. But then again, it depends on the woman you're asking, or a man, because some of them gonna get creeped out, some of them gonna run away. They're gonna think, oh, you're gonna rob them, something like that. Trust me, there's a lot of Filipino. There's also a lot of toxic Filipino. I made a video about this before. So if you miss the culture so much, and if you feel like, oh my God, I need to do something Filipino or something Thailand or something like that, you have to, it's kind of like a spy. You have to be like an agent. You have to synchronize with them. It's almost like it's almost like you have to blend in. You have to have a little bit of knowledge about the country. You cannot act like a foreigner. So you have to really go in like, oh, hey, I wanted to ask you something about the remittance. I'm like, whoa, wow, he might be, he's not somebody from the street. They're gonna think like, okay, you're professionals because you're asking about remittance. How much you gonna send? Like boom, like that's it. So this is one of the techniques. If you're a girl, if you're a woman, easy for you to conversations to start up a con. But if you're a man, if you're a friendly man, this is the best video for you. Not to get somebody's number or anything, but to blend into the community. If you miss that culture, it could be anywhere, Korean, Chinese, anywhere. This is something you can do, and then they're gonna open up. That's it. And then the second time you see them, if they see you second time, they might talk SH about you, but like, oh God, it's him again. Or they might say, oh, hey, see you, yeah, I know you, we met last time. So there's people like that too. So that's it, over. So that was a really great experience. I went to Red Ribbon. I keep saying Red Robin. Great food. I finished the dessert instantly. Supposed to be eating at 9 o'clock, but I finished it right away. And I had like some Nepali food. Nepali food was great. That's it. All right. Filipino fever still inside me. It's fading away a little bit, but I'm not gonna let that fade away anytime soon, because if you stay on your primary country, you will forget the travel, just so you know. So I recommend people to travel every year. At least go there 1 year. Even though if you don't have any reason, go there. Keep going there every year. Otherwise, you're gonna get locked into your own country, and then that's it. And then you heard those social media trends. The countries are locking their gate. Countries are locking their gate. If you made it to all the way up to the end, just comment something. All right, this is me, backup president, over.